it was so intricate to my development as a young player.
If that's your favorite, what was the shittiest team you played for and why, though?
It had to be the Sox, man.
How do you know?
It had to be Sox, bro.
Who's our guest?
A good friend of mine, retired MLB player Royce Clayton, was one of the best shortstops around, man. So he was so kind enough to come and smoke with us and give us some of that unfiltered smoke that we all love.
Oh. Hey! Man, this is really a library.
What's up, dog? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming through.
Man, this is nice. My pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure. You guys got the nice glasses for the yak and everything, huh?
Are you guys ready to jump into it?
Hey.
All right, let's get our stick.
No time like the present.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it, gents. Come on. Guys, got some Ligas, some Davidoff, Olivas. I mean, what's your palate feeling like today, Royce? I mean, you want to stick to the good stuff?
Man, you said Davidoff, that's right
There
there.
we go.
Yeah.
There we go. If it ain't
That's
broke,
right.
I think I'm gonna do the same, man. So,
Yeah.
I might go with
what are you guys going with, boys?
You know what? Going to the Liga. Go to the
Liga?
Liga. Go to the Liga. Number 9. I feel like a number 9 today. Like my boy Nick Van Exel, baby.
I'm new to this. This looks amazing.
I mean, this might be a little too intense for you, man. So I don't know.
okay.
You want the dark leaf? I mean, that's a little more rich. So
I need that light leaf.
Yeah. Peanut butter, brother.
Yeah, it depends on the time of day, right?
Okay.
there you go.
Let's do it.
Box pressed. You know what I mean? Padron can't go wrong, man.
Box meaning it's a square.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Let's go sit down, enjoy.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Get into it.
This makes me feel like I'm in my living room about to smoke. And you can't do that in your own living room, right? That's what makes it feel that much better.
Yeah.
All my man had to do is mention that we're gonna have some nice cigars and shoot the shit a little bit. I'm gonna show up. So
That's it.
yeah.
How do you cut a box cut?
I would cut it. Yes.
Punch it?
No, I wouldn't do the punch. I would go.
Give it a V.
I would go with either the smaller V.
Okay. Smaller V.
Yeah.
Should I take offense to that?
There you
All
go.
right, there we
It's
go.
perfect.
All right. So you toast it, right? I'm learning here. You toast it a little.
A lot of the cigars that come wrapped in that little that wood paper wrapper, you want to light that and then light your cigar with that, and not inhale the butane, or light it with the wood match, ideally.
When you're in somebody's home and they have these fancy lighters, it's almost an insult to take the wood.
The match?
Yeah, you can't. Like, man, I got all this money invested. You just gonna use a match? So that's basically what he's telling you.
Okay. Well, since we're in this mode, thank you for coming. Appreciate it. What was your first cigar? Do you remember your first cigar, and what was it? And did you get sick?
This is a great story. Introduced to cigars by my dear mentor and friend Chili Davis.
Oh, legend.
We're playing golf in Arizona, and he goes, Royce, he calls me Royce. He goes, come have a cigar with me. He had all these fine wines. I go to his house, and he pulls out, must have been a couple hundred cigars. He just opens up his cigar case. And at the time, I had a Rottweiler named Onyx. And he opened it up, and the first cigar I saw was these Onyx. And I said, I'm gonna try that one, because, name, I had no other reason.
Right.
And it was Maduro. I tasted all the flavors, the spice, and instantly, like, boom, that's it. I said, Chili, he said, the box is yours.
Oh.
So he gave me a box of Onyx cigars. And that pretty much started my journey with the correlation of just the friendship and the camaraderie, what it meant to me, like I said, on a personal note.
There's something I read about how someone that came and played at Dodgers Stadium you saw and inspired you to move to short. A legend, you would say, Mr. Backflip. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I could tell you a lot about it. My dad took me to a Dodger game, and I was close enough to where I could just see everything. Felt like I could, reach out and touch the players, but I was watching Ozzie Smith play shortstop from St. Louis. And I couldn't, my eyes just fixated on Ozzie, and that was it. I just watched everything he did. And I went home that night, and I told my dad, I said, Dad, I'm gonna play shortstop like Ozzie Smith. He looked at me, he goes, yeah, if you put the work in. On top of that, my mom worked for Trans World Airlines, TWA. And so at that time, you couldn't get stuff like you can get a jersey from anybody at this point in time. You go online and order it.
Yeah.
But literally, because her hub was in St. Louis, every time she would go to St. Louis, she would bring me something back that pertained to Ozzie Smith. I had like videotapes, figurines, everything that she can get her hands on. She bought it back and I would just study it. I had this videotape of clips of highlights of Ozzie Smith, and I'd watch it over and over and over, and I mimicked everything he did. And that was kind of my evolution to fall in love with the shortstop position. I ended up playing for the St. Louis Cardinals scout team in high school. So this thing was just bigger than me, man, but the match was struck with Ozzie Smith. Yeah.
Okay, we're trying to ask everyone the same question. If you could smoke a cigar with anyone in history, alive or dead, who would it be and why?
Man, that's a good one. I'll tell you mine. Yeah. And I had a chance to meet him. I just didn't have a chance to talk to him a lot because at the time he was physically going through his thing, but because of him, I met my wife.
Oh.
And that's Muhammad Ali.
Damn.
Yeah. And so if I would have had a chance, I had a glove that he signed. I had the chance to go celebrate his birthday with Muhammad Ali and also be a presenter at the World Sports Awards. Mm-hmm. And my wife had just ran in 2,000 games. Muhammad Ali was there, so that's why I went. And I told him that story when he was in the clubhouse, and it hit him emotionally. Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have my family. It's just none of this stuff would have happened without you. But I wish we had that opportunity to sit down and talk to him about things in life that he went through, what he meant as a man, the things he stood for. And this is sure greatness, man. I would love to have had the opportunity to talk to him before, he was physically enabled.
Thank you for sharing that, man. That's a really cool kind of, insight that I didn't know about you, and I don't think I would have ever gotten unless we were kind of sitting around.
Well, that's the thing I love about this is that you wouldn't really ordinarily.
This is what this does.
In this kind of circle, having this kind of conversation without the lounge and the library.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
Real quick though, Clubhouse 805 is in
Westlake Village.
was-
Teach young people the professional. We just want to teach them the pro way, which is have fun, enjoy it. Don't overdo it. Create that skill set and environment to do it.
Are you guys accepting 42-year-old rookies? I'm just
Come in. Batting cage. We got a machine we can crank it up on you.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Hey, thanks again for tuning in to Unfiltered Smoke. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the show. Appreciate you.